our judges, our officials do a little math. 67 points for the Cowboys. 67 points. That's a good way to start. Here's what I always tell the very first guy in the rodeo, bud. You're winning it. Call your mom or your girlfriend, whichever one's more important. Here's a hint. Trick question. Call your mom. Okay, everybody, at the count of three, say go home. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fine, I'll go home already.
Yeah, it's just like Buddy doesn't want to go back inside.
Later tonight at the concert. Y'all going to the concert tonight? You enjoying yourselves? Oh, yeah. Pirate Creek over there getting the stage ready. Comes free with your admission to the rodeo, so you might as well have a good time. Be here all night instead of just now. Let's go out of the far bucket shoot over here to the left-hand side. Dylan Riggins. Let's go to Cheney, Washington. It's another good one to watch. He's a little bit of a young blood. He's got a story to tell, and it's fantastic. Here's fact number 1 I want you to know about it. This cowboy has never been bucked off at a PRCA rodeo, and he doesn't plan on it starting tonight. He's a graduate assistant and a coach at Southeastern Oklahoma University. At the college national finals last year, this cowboy had a horse flip over backwards on it. Broke his scapula, broke his clavicle, and broke his sternum. All medical sounding words that I have no idea what they mean, but it sounded important. He was out of the hospital in under 24 hours. And he was already back at it. Right now, he's number 4 in the Columbia River Circuit. And he's on Ace's wild horse called Tiki Torch. See our pickup men out there. We say a big thank you then. Caleb McMillan, Mike Phillips. Guys doing work for us. Making sure horses and animals alike are getting it done. Come on, if that don't get you excited, I can't help you, Washington. That was outstanding. How about you pay the man off as he gets to the street? He's a number 1 at 74 points. Great ride for the cowboy that knows exactly what he's here to do. Not only is he proving himself at every level, but he's also making sure that the next generation knows. Thank you, boys in Cascade, Enterprises, Columbia Cedar, the Colville Country Store. We're getting some wonderful sponsors for today. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's go to my left. We're going to go to the time event side of things. We'll go to the steer wrestling. If you're not familiar with steer wrestling, I can describe it to you like this. It's the big man's event. Filled up with guys that think going and replacing The Rock in the WWE sounds like a really nice, relaxing retirement career. You got guys that are going to go, get on a horse, run out of the box at about 35 miles an hour, then they're going to lean over, slide down on the back of an animal that's running away from them, get off that perfectly good American quarter horse, and try to wrestle a steer to the ground where they can get all 4 feet facing in one direction. That's when the rodeo official is going to drop the flag. That's when you know the time is going to stop. Thank you, Colville Washington. And our sponsors here with us today. We'll go to Patton Doc Wright. We're the first one out. Nelton Freewater, Oregon, another member of the Columbia River Circuit. 21-year-old cowboy. Now pay attention to this event. We talk about one person. We're going to announce one, but you're going to see 2 working in action. We're going to tandem. The other one on the left-hand side, if you're looking from my direction, is what we call the hazer. Now the hazer, his job is simply to keep that steer straight and give the steer wrestler as fair and as equitable of a chance to catch up to that animal as possible. If he can affect the flow just a little bit, if he can get out, catch that steer's eye, maybe take a step left into him, he's going to do just right. It's exactly what he's there to do. Horsepower is critical. That Hazen horse has got to have the same level of acceleration as the Bulldog horse on the side. Got to be able to run, got to be able to rate, got to be able to do it all. 21-year-old man, his third run in PRCA competition. All in the mail. The Cowboys got the option to go back down the fence line. Try it. Oh. No, folks, I'll tell you what, he's going to tip his resist all, and he's going to say not today. He understands that it's a timed event. Got to be quick to get the money. No sense taking any chances. The Cowboys got a long summer haul ahead of him. Top 10 man in the West Coast region, a product of Pendleton, Oregon, Blue Mountain Community College rodeo team. So next up, we'll go to the 2 on your sheets. Tony Martinez, Ellensburg, Washington. 2.5 hours down the road, not too far. Nice little jaunt back home. Might even get to sleep in his own bed tonight in the rodeo world. Placed 4th, Grant Cooley. Top 20 man in the circuit. Good, great horse. Now, notice what happened here. You recognize him. This is the same guy that just hazed for the last dude. You want to talk about camaraderie and you want to talk about sportsmanship, you're seeing it live in action. No closer, tight-knit group than steer wrestlers. You're going to see them changing horses. They're going to borrow each other's mounts. They're going to be hazing for each other through the whole time. They want to give each other the best possible chance to have a competitive run. So cheer him on. He's got a slow That steer backed up faster than a politician when the YouTube video came out. Got the better of him. That would be basically a LeBron James ankle breaker. The basketball sits. Chase after the biggest. He's gonna grow up and be intimidating, that one is. I can see. Big thank you to everybody out there helping put this rodeo on. It's been a couple of years since y'all had a rodeo in this arena. It's kind of nice to see everybody, ain't it? Man. Everybody having a good time, cool weather. I don't know how life gets any better than this. Sam? Should we do it again? Let's do it. Sam Shelton, Colville Washington is another top 20 man in the circuit standings. Give that sorrel horse up. Now you see these horses, they get a little tight, a little bound up in the box. That's all right. It's like a sprinter. Set down on the starting blocks. They know that when that gate cracks, they got to go from 0 to 1,000,000 in about 4 steps. You want to make sure everything's right. Steer facing the right direction. Another man in the box, making sure everything's facing the right side. Calm and easy and ready to go. This Cowboy's been all over. He took money out of San Angelo just a little while ago. Now, I don't want to interpret anybody's emotions, but that cow looks like he's a little cocky right now. Kind of got a little strut in his step. That sorrel horse is no red on red crime. Whatever that horse said, it was effective. It got him to go home. Guess we need to have one of those in our backyard. The next gentleman is one that has at least been to my home state 3 times. I know that because he is a 3-time champion. champion of one of my favorite events outside of the rodeo arena. Now this dude can bulldog. He's outstanding. However, in 2018, he was the slalom champion at the Cowboy Downhill. If you guys don't know what that is, it's amazing. You have to go to the top of a mountain, put on a set of skis, ski down the mountain, go over jumps, get to the bottom, saddle a horse, rope a cowgirl, and get across the finish line, all without falling down and embarrassing yourself. He did it faster than anybody. In 2019, he won the slalom and he won the stampede, is where we basically just sent a bunch of cowboys down the mountain all at the same time. In 2020, he won the stampede again. He's placed at 40% of the rodeos that he's been to this year. Colville Washington. Remember that name. You can see why he was the average champion at the Idaho Cowboys Association in 2021. He puts the time there together, takes over the #1 spot with a 7.5 second run. And then there was one. You know it's serious when they start slapping themselves. Ty Sherman. Let's go to Colville Washington. Here's another cowboy that took cash out of the Grand Coulee Rodeo, placed 3rd there. But he's on a hot streak because just last week he was the #1 man at Union, Oregon, at the Bulldoggin. Number 10, the Columbia River Circuit. Multiple times circuit finals qualified. 7-5 on the board. But we got a lot of talent coming into town on Saturday night. Just because you're winning it this evening doesn't mean tomorrow's going to stay the same. Let's go ahead and take fate into our own hands. Not a bad start for the night. Thank you, Vaughan Bros, Lumber, MC Crane, Insurance, Florida Electric, Geringer Insurance, Northwest Trade Services. Folks, I'm going to talk a lot about sponsors all night, but here's the deal. This rodeo wouldn't happen without them. These sponsors are the people that work their day jobs, they have their companies, they make their money the same as any of us with blood, sweat, and tears and a little passion behind what they do. But when it comes time for the rodeo to start up, they take their money and they put it where their heart is. They back up the Western industry, the rodeo right here in their own community. So do me a favor, if you see them, if you know them, they're the people in your community, do business with them. Walk into their place, shake their hand, say thank you, and make sure that they know you saw them here. That way they know we're talking about them, and also they know that they're appreciated for the fact that they gave with their hearts and they serve their community by putting a little money behind our rodeo. Team rope in time here, the only event in professional rodeo that takes 2 to tango at the same time, working together. You got a header and a heeler, one on the front, one on the back side. Header's going to come out of that same box as our steer wrestler. Heeler's going to come on the offside. The header's going to take that rope, he's going to go down and try to rope around the horns, clean around the neck or around a half head. 3 legal catches in our sport. The heeler, he's going to wait until that steer goes left, head south, and he's going to roll back around and try to catch 2 feet. Keep it all penalty free by catching those 2. If you catch only 1, well, then we got to tackle on 5 to you. That's going to hurt your chances of winning any money. A lot of horsepower here tonight. Team roping, taking over the world, is one of the most popular events. Families can do it. Practice with your own sons and daughters in your own backyard. Chuck Henderson from Spokane on the head side. Justin Solomon from Spokane Valley on the bottom. The guy on the back side, he's a barn builder. The guy on the head side, he pulled a check this winter with Clyde Gasser down there in Arizona. Left hand shot. Come on, clean, baby. right, good news, bad news. Good news, the clock reads 6.8. Bad news is we max them out in penalties. One hind leg, that's +5. Back at the barrier, you see our rodeo official having to tie that string back up. It's going to count for 10 seconds. You can say aw shucks with me. Ready? Aw shucks. That's probably not what he said in his head, but he's a polite man. He kept it internal. Now you see how that barrier works? You put a neck rope around that steer. It's attached with just a little piece of cotton string. Pulls back on a pulley with a pin. The cowboy leaves, crosses that barrier rope with a little flag on it. Before the steer reaches a certain point in the arena, it's actually going to break. It's going to come apart with a little pigtail. That's how we know the cowboy didn't give the animal a fair and equitable head start. That's where the penalty comes from. So Aces Wild has a family named the McMillans that does everything for it. That's because they are Aces Wild. This is that family. Here's two brothers. The one on the head side, he's an all-around champ. The one on his heel side is in his first pro rodeo. All right, we're doing a little fishing now. Perfectly legal. We can get that rope to come around and not have those front two legs in it. We can go ahead and tighten up and get us a time. Little brother's begging for big brother. That's okay. That's okay. Folks, he's going to tip his hat. That's all right. That's the end of it today. You're going to see both of them young men later on. Yes, it's good to give them applause. I will tell you right now, these Cowboys come from a long ways. They work really hard to get here. That gratitude that you just put out there, that's huge. That means the world to them. Let's go to Riley Harris, Colville Washington, Colton Wallet. These are the young bucks. They're 22 and 25, but they're in their rookie year. Just bought their card this year. Both of them are sitting inside the top 15 in the Rookie of the Year standings. Of all the awards you can win in a rodeo, that Rookie of the Year is a pretty special one because you only get one shot at it. On the head side, Riley, he's a CNFR qualifier. He's been to Casper. On the bottom side, Colton, he won Colorama. They won Linden, Washington together in 2021. 18 and 14, the Columbia River Circuit. A product of Central Washington University. Hard left, big sweep. Couldn't get it pinched off. You gotta have that dally tight around the saddle horn. Both horses have to face each other. That goes down in the books as a no time. Folks, it's okay. Pay them off. They're here for you. They're running right in front of you. They enjoy it. They're all part of this wonderful rodeo made possible by Clark's All Sports and Jabco Large Equipment. One final team. 19-year-old cowboy Houston Holmes out of Wharton on the front side. Joey Bergevin, another Ellensburg product. He'll be up there in Labor Day, the Ellensburg Rodeo. The man on the front side, he's a young buck. He's learning the ways. The veteran on the back. Joey, he knows what it's like to win. Not only has he made the Columbia River Circuit Finals, but last year he placed in 2 out of 3 go-rounds. Won a little over $2,000. Big swing. We got that part down. Reach out and touch somebody. 7.8 plus 5 on the backside. 12 and 8. 12 and 8. That might be beatable tomorrow night. We're going to see. Right now, the good news is they're winning it, so make them feel a little bit better about themselves as they walk out that way. Right now, they're your number one. You're going to see some more team ropers, but these are the ones that are going to be fun. These are the local team ropers. Some people from right here in your own backyard are getting to have a little fun out here on a Friday. Travis Lowry, Jesse Cardos will be the first team out. Same rules are going to apply. 2 cowboys, 2 loops, 2 horses, 1 steer, and a lot of variables mixed in. Back there testing the wind direction right now, making sure they know which way it's blowing. everything's right. That's okay. That's okay. How many of y'all happy to be out here tonight? You guys having a good time? Let's do a little check here. How many locals do I have in the grandstands tonight? Oh, I like that. I got any out-of-towners? Anybody from out of town? All right, 3 of you that have been drinking since noon. That's good. All right, anybody from out of the country? Okay. All right, no Californians. That's good. Travis Lowry on the head side, Jesse Cardos on the back. We're getting the videos of it, putting it out on the interweb for everybody to see. Now we're going to start this with the start of a flag on the time. We're not going to have a barrier in front of them. All right, same time applies. Oh, quick shot on both ends. No time. No time. I love y'all. You guys are nice. We should hang out. In fact, we should do that tonight. You guys come to the concert, we'll have some fun. Cash Baxter, Loudon, you're gonna be up next. There's another couple of guys that know exactly what they're doing. Loudon Zwarg. That sounds like the name of the bad guy on a Terminator movie. I will take a single bet right now that the kid on the head side has never bought a razor. Baby-faced and smooth. Cash Baxter on the backside. Look at the pony. Look at him. The kid on the head side is one perm job away from a Vidal Sassoon sponsorship. 10 flat, 10.0. 10.0. Now, Leighton, I got good news. Loudon, you're winning the rodeo. Excuse me. You got to come back and do it again. Travis Lowry is going to get an opportunity once again to enter twice event. Loudon's going to come back, see if he can better his own